Good morning, pregame crew. It is Tuesday, October 26, 2021, 8:23 a.m., 6:23 Mountain Time. How are y'all? You have found yourself at the pregame show. I go over the indices, commodities, cryptos, mover and shaker of the day, and we try to have a little fun while we do it. Little educational segments and tidbits here and there. Audio visual check, please. Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate it. Good morning, Roger. Tamazon, Dawn, Night Truck, Forest, Cinderella. Hella. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being early. It's Tuesday. Big events happening today are the API estimates for oil after hours. Let me check the economic calendar, make sure I didn't miss anything. I always compare mine to Dan's. We have the Red Book this morning, new home sales, consumer confidence, nothing big. We have bond auction today. Yeah, nothing big economic calendar wise. I would say what's big this week is earnings, and Facebook had earnings last night, and it was the slow car as far as I can tell and we can tell, and they beat earnings. They have a $50 billion buyback. So it wasn't terrible, and Nasdaq shrugged it off, had a little pullback, and then it went strong overnight. So I think every time we get a little piece of earnings out the way and they're good or decent, it's like the market breathes a sigh of relief, and then we can get about the business of going higher. Hey, Mal, Veronica. Yep, IWM's amazing. Hey, Don. Hey, Mike. Sarah. Aw, that's awesome. That's nice to say, Sarah. IWM is my favorite chart. If you're a Swing Report member, you've heard me drool about this for weeks. Look, I have the squeeze already circled on RTY. It's just a beautiful chart. We want tightening ranges. Let me show you the best example of a tightening range that's clear, that's super clear. My 4-year-old nephew, my 3-year-old nephew, he could figure it out. So you want something that's so clear that it is a piece of cake. Look at this ASAN. I posted this in the swing trade a few months back. Well, I'm going to turn the magnet off real quick. Let's see if you can see this. Look at that base. You see how tight that base is? It's super crystal clear. And my goal was to buy a pullback to the base. It never happened. It just broke out and it was huge. This is such an amazing tightening range. And that's what we have on RTY. We have a tightening range on the weekly. Let me turn my magnet back on before I forget. And we have the squeeze, and it could explode to the downside just as much as it could explode to the upside. It's positioned well to move to the upside. So we've been talking about it a lot in Swing Report. This thing has been going sideways since March, really February. So 8 months. This is the type of pressure that we talk about with Coke can. This is someone shaking the Coke can, and when they pop the top, we are going to get some follow through. Again, either to the upside or downside. RSI is above 50. EMA is curling up. We need a little bit more bull volume, but as we know, bulls don't need volume to go higher, so it's positioned well. Good morning, Jorge. Hi, Diego. So PROG, we're up 11%. It is definitely on my list this morning. You can see it right there. It's on my list, so we will talk about it. You can see we've already broken through support that I marked up an hour earlier. So we have a new support here. It was up 14% yesterday. So let's pretend like we don't know what happened here, okay? So you come to me yesterday and you say, Lori, this stock, it went up 14% yesterday. Can I buy it tomorrow? I would tell you to hit the pause button. Something that's ran that hard typically needs to take a breather. And then you get stuck. So let's look over here, October 19th. You see it ran hard, popped, and then pulled back and dropped. Don't you think that could be a good recipe for today? Now, it could pop and gap and go. It can do that. No laws against it. But do you see how it's set up to do that pop, lock, and drop it again? So we don't want to be buying names that are super extended from support. Could this have nice day trading volatility? Absolutely. And you could buy this 341 support and stop out like around 335. Sure, that provides nice risk reward. We can't buy it when it's up here. As long as we're close to support, absolutely. Good morning, crypto. Hi, greatest fan. Baba. Is Baba looking weak? 175. It's in the red. It's holding the 8 EMA. I wouldn't say it's looking weak. It's holding the 50 RSI. We have a little bit of a 4-hour squeeze. I would say it needs to hold the low of yesterday, 173.83, in order to potentially turn up. But I wouldn't say it's looking weak. Hey, Mizzle. Getting started in just a couple seconds. All right, let's go back to ES 4-hour. If you're interested in my chart setup, it's on the screen now. The yellow is the 50 simple moving average, green and red 8 and 21 EMA. The yellow candles are JC inside bars. CM Ultimate RSI multi-time frame is the RSI that I use, so I can plot 2 RSI values on one panel. And Squeeze Pro indicator. Thank you for joining us. You found yourself at the pregame show. I'm Chart Gal Lori. I am with the Chart Guys community. We teach technical analysis. You'll find me here Monday through Friday, most days. If not, Jason will be covering for me. But most days you'll see me here and I go over the indices, crypto, commodities, movers, and shakers of the day. Overall, I just want to get you ready for the trading day. I found myself at a loss for words, which y'all know is almost impossible or improbable, but 4-hour EMAs are the name of the game. Once we gained these 4-hour EMAs back on October 13th, we haven't looked back. And if we go look at the hourly, we've discussed it multiple times in here. Ad nauseum. Look at this hourly 50 MA test and hold. We continue to test these hourly 50 MAs and we hold. And that's as bullish as you get. We had 2 candle closes below the hourly 50 MA since October 13th. That's just a clear signal, stay long. So I'll be watching market internals today to make sure that we're all good. Hi, Michael and Patrick and Bobby, Dino, Trainman, Alnick, John. You like APPS? All right. So ES, it's strong. We got Facebook out the way. Now we have Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon. We still got a lot of big earnings coming up, and we're going to take it day by day. If you're in swings, I don't think it is the right thing to do to jump in and out of swings based on earnings. Now, if you have the name that it is having the earnings, let's say you have Amazon, then I like to scale out a bit before we go through earnings. I don't like to carry a whole position, but let's just say you have a long AMD position. There's no reason to get out of AMD just because we're having all of these earnings this week, unless AMD is having earnings. But so just stay relaxed, stay in the pocket. Staying relaxed and keeping your brain just totally clear. I can't emphasize how important that is for you to be successful in trading. If you're just constantly the ADHD crack rabbit and you're, oh, look, a squirrel, oh, look, a squirrel, and you're just going all over the place, you're going to have problems. Stay in the pocket. And right now, there's only one story that you need to know, and that is we are bullish. We are bullish until we're not. And I'm going to watch market internals. And if you've been here a while, you've seen me go over the tick trick, the 8 EMA over the 5-minute. We look at ADD, we look at VIX, we look at the dollar, and that's our dashboard for the market to tell us, is everything healthy or are things falling apart? And that will give us a clue when consolidation's coming in. But let's look at consolidation. Look how much room we have for higher lows. Let me get rid of this. Look how much room we have for higher lows. On ES, we can move down to 43.17, 250 points below, and it's healthy. This is a super bullish market. We have been trained to buy dips, and the market is rigged for bulls. And I say rigged in quotation marks. The S&P 500 is made up of the 500 the strongest, most financially sound companies in the United States of a certain market cap. And those names have to prove themselves before they are allowed into S&P. And then they have to prove themselves to stay in the S&P. The S&P kicks names out all the time that don't maintain profitability. Tesla had to prove a year of profitability before it can make the ES, before it can make the SPY market, the 500 elite companies. So if we're evaluating the market on ES, that's the 500 most elite companies. Are we going to find some stragglers that are down 10%, 8%? For sure. But the overall market is rigged, in quotation marks, to go up. They're only finding the best of the best to include in this market basket. So betting against ES on the regular is really a fool's game. Now, did people get scared down here? Absolutely. We have so many unknown things on the horizon with COVID, but we had this inverse head and shoulders. We played it well here in the pregame show. We were ready for it. TCGers, y'all were ready for it for sure. So looking at ES, 4-hour EMA is my spirit guide, meaning as long as you have moving averages below you, just stay long. Don't get crazy with it. Don't get jiggy with it. There is going to be consolidation, and we'll watch the volume to tell us if it's healthy. Key resistance 45.80, support 45.66. Oh, AMD reports after close. Well, that was a bad example, wasn't it? Okay, ASO, Academy Sports. Okay, if you're in that, the earnings were a little while back. There's no reason to jump out of that long just because we have a lot of tech earnings this week. Thank you for that, Bobby. I should have looked that up. Okay. I just want to point this level out. I think it's important that we remember prior key levels. 4555150 was our high from October 22nd. And before that, sorry, my computer is slow. We had this 454950. So this was that high before we did that big pullback. Remember this number. Remember this number. If we come back to it, it would be a great area for bulls to step back in. So how do I do that? Let me go set an alert. Tell me if ES comes down to 4550, prior ES Mars level resistance. And when I say Mars level, it's such a clear level, you can see it from Mars. I hope that makes sense. 4566 is the level to keep in play for higher highs, higher lows on the hourly. Nasdaq, so before that level, we are not at all-time high, 15708. We are not at all-time high. 15532 was a prior level here. I want to make sure I get that on my chart. Hourly, higher highs, higher lows. Now, if we break hourly, higher highs, higher lows, and we get a lower low, does that mean it's game over for bulls? Nope. It could be just a 4-hour bull flag. So we know tiny lower lows with very little follow through could just mean bull flag on a higher time frame. Key resistance 156.112.25. Key support, we don't have any nice pivots that are standing out. I would say 15575, then down at 15451. US 10-year. This was my drawing from yesterday. I pulled it down. We talked about this potential for a bear flag down here. We were looking for this potential bear flag, and we said the US 10-year needs to keep these lower highs, lower lows going in order for Nasdaq to pop up. What happened? Nasdaq popped up, US 10-year rolled over. Thank you, US 10-year. We need the bonds to chill out. High interest rates impact the technology sector more than any other sector. RTY, beautiful bull move. Key support is way down at 2279 and 2270. RSIs are getting slightly extended. Not terrible. Look, the daily's not even overbought. YM to me is a nothing burger. It doesn't have a huge impact to the market, and we're holding these 4-hour EMAs like a champ. The 8 EMA has held since October 13th. No problems there. VIX. We talked about this yesterday. We wanted that bear flag. We said Red Rover, send VIX on over. We talked about it here. We want a bear flag roll over, and that's what we got. So the VIX is not oversold yet on the daily. When or if the VIX gets oversold on the daily, that could be an area where we see market consolidation come in. So let me put a little alert. Tell me when my RSI, I'm going to put 33 right before it gets oversold. That way I know if we could have a market pullback coming in. Sorry, coffee break. The coffee's just too good this morning. All right. So 4 hour, we got a little bit of a double top on Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks fine. Crypto bulls are smooth selling. Now, I would expect a lower high if we were to keep bouncing, a lower high compared to 67,000, but that's fine. Give me clear levels. As a day trader, give me clear EQs and get them tight. Get them tight. Then I can enter within that EQ. But Bitcoin bulls are fine. Nothing wrong here. 4 hour double top, trying to get that 4 hour higher low set. Ethereum, we still have that close proximity to all-time high at 43.84, 43. This has 4 hour higher highs, higher lows. So let me go back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we got that double top. Ethereum, we cleared it. So it's slightly stronger than its big daddy brother Bitcoin. Support 41.77, 41.05, 39.62. I have an Ethereum position. Gold, I'm looking for a 4 hour EQ. Got that lower high. Now I need a higher low compared to 1783. The gold bulls are trying to sort their life out, and kudos to them. They are truly trying to sort their life out. 1836 is going to be a big number. They're going to come take it out on one fell swoop, or they're going to have to get a lower high, come back. Remains to be seen, but they are trying to sort their life out. Oil's getting a nice bounce this morning. What a monster. On any bounce, I'd still look for a 4 hour lower high. And then if we could get that lower high, I can't look short anymore because I got stopped out twice. That's 2 knife cuts. I'm done with it. However, I'm still looking for oil consolidation, but I have no trades on that are part of that scenario. So I would still look for a lower high compared to 85.41. Support 82.97, 81.76. We have API estimates after hours, 4:30 Eastern, and we have inventory in the morning at 10:30 Eastern. Nat gas. Nice bull move. We're pulling back a little more than what the bulls would like to see. Why does my magnet come off? Try again. Here we go. Okay, we could pull back to 560 and still be a bull flag on the daily. So let's see what the nat gas bulls can pull off. I would say this is much more, this is actually a bull entry right here. This is much more of a pullback than they would like to see. 5753, 5705. And this is where I really look at the details. Okay, I like that we got a big bear volume. To me, that could be a vol climax. We need a 2 minute lower high, higher low, higher high. Then I'd put my stop below that higher low for a 15 minute oversold nat gas bull trade back burner. I like nat gas long right here. Okay. Okay. Apple. Where are my notes? Apple long today above 149.37. Potential daily bull flag. I think Apple is set up very well. So resistance yesterday, 149.37. After hours, we popped up to 149.48. I'm going to disregard this wick. That was a broker open wick. Usually doesn't happen on a lot of volume. So that's our levels today. So Apple, give me this scenario. Pull back to 148.50 area. Give me a high of low bar scenario where I can enter long. I like Apple long. BKKT. This should provide great day trading opportunity for all you day trading fiends. This is, all these crazy runners have just been amazing. I missed this one yesterday. What a beautiful move. So here are all your levels. Now what I'm waiting for is a stair step or a back burner. So what I want is tell me when the first RSI crosses 30 on the 5 minute back burner. This should provide a really good day trade. Hopefully I'm not working out. Crowd. 1 second, let me drink more coffee. DKNG got some great news. CCJ looks good. So we have a tightening 4 hour on crowd, and then they just got positive news. So they have this squeeze down here. I still like crowd to the long side, especially above yesterday's high 285.32. So right here, 285.32, your next resistance 285.52, and we're already breaking it above that. Give me a pullback. Give me a pullback. I don't want to be a sucker. So give me a pullback to 283 or 282 with a stair step or high of low bar. Cody, upgrade to $11 daily inside bar. We had a double top here at 812. $11 is a big upgrade for a company this size. Would like a pullback to go long either at 814 or 812. And Cody can run. It has a lot of shorts on it. And I call it a Reddit name, even though it's a very legit company. But the Reddit group likes it because it's a low price item. Facebook, lots of upgrades. $50 billion, billion with a B, buyback. Beautiful. 33% year-over-year revenue over the same quarter or something like that. So we need to watch. I'm going to type it out. Okay, so what we're watching for are back burner trades. High of low bar. Stair step. EQs. Inside bars. High or low bottom fish. So that's all the bullish ways that I would trade Facebook. Okay, so Apple long is the queen of the mountain. BKKT will have day trading volatility, but I can't tell you that I'm predicting a direction, so I'm not going to call that a queen of the mountain. Crowd long, queen of the mountain. Cody long, queen of the mountain. Facebook long, queen of the mountain. FWRG, this is one of my queen of the mountain. So y'all, we keep hitting these. As long as we're hitting them, I'm just going to stay in my lane. This is working. So y'all know those coverage initiations. Which ones did we nail? We did bros. We didn't do bros. We saw it. But then we did one last week. I started with the A. I forget. And then yesterday, WRBY, Warby Parker glasses, nailed it. Okay, so now we have another one, FWRG. So what I'm looking for is coverage initiation above this price and several of them. And this has a nice 2-day tightening EQ. So I like this to the long side, FWRG. You could buy a pullback or use this as support 21.36 if you could get a pullback. Volume is okay. 200, 300,000 is not my ideal, but let's see if it brings about more boys to the yard because it has all these initiations. AKA, that's the one it was. Thanks, Shane. I hope you got it. Okay, Mara. Beautiful move. We got the daily higher low, queen of the mountain yesterday. Kind of getting stuck here, so I like this for another back burner trade. Oh, we're hitting back burner in pre-market. Darn it. That ruins it. That ruins the back burner idea, but doesn't mean you can't do stair step and other tightening ranges and other strategies to trade it. Let's just stop right here for just a sec and let's go over Jesse Livermore. If you haven't read the Stock Operator book by Jesse Livermore, just amazing book. So here are 9 things that Jesse Livermore said regarding excessive trading. Money is made by sitting, not trading. Again, if you're a crack rabbit and you're just jumping ADHD from one trade to another and you're more mesmerized by the clicking of buttons, then you're going to lose money. It takes time to make money. It was never my thinking that made the big money. It was always the sitting, being patient and being patient in the right setups. No one can catch all the fluctuations. Give that up, and that is a freeing thing into itself. The desire for constant action, irrespective of underlying conditions, is responsible for many losses who feel they must take money every day as though you're working for regular wages. You're not working at Walmart. It's not like you go show up at Walmart today and you stand around as a greeter and you come home with no money and you're like, what did I do? This ain't Walmart. This is trading. You don't have to make money every day. We can make the right amount of money on one day and go to the beach the other 6 days. Buy right and sit tight. This is so difficult for so many. Men who can both be right and sit tight are very uncommon, and women, very uncommon. Don't give me timing, give me time. There's times for all things, but I didn't know it. And what beats many men in Wall Street who are very far from being you're not a main sucker, but then there's a plain fool who does the wrong thing all the time. And then there's the Wall Street fool who thinks he must trade all the time. Not many can always have adequate reasons for buying and selling stocks or sufficient knowledge to make his play an intelligent play. Learning what discipline and conviction is and knowing your setups. Is it my setup to just say, I like Mara long? What price is it? $54.85. Boom, I buy it. $54.85, I go long. That is not a smart man or woman. I need to have a setup. I need context. I need stops. I need price compression. I need a setup and a system and a process. And if you don't have a system, then you're just the plain day fool. Like, you don't know, you have to have a system. PROG, reminiscence of a stock operator. Thank you. Yeah, I have it in like Audible form, in book, paperback, and Kindle. Okay, PROG. PROG, lots of day trading volatility, and ninjas only. Ninjas only. Those are your key levels. All the FinTwit pumpers are all over this. Please be careful. RDBX. This is a SPAC. It's getting a lot of volume this morning. Let's give you some new levels. Here you go. Should have some nice day trading volatility. Okay, this is a Queen of the Mountain. ROIV. SPAC with coverage initiation and price target of $15. So typically SPACs have that floor of $10. So having a price target of $15, I read about it. It has some big companies involved in this biotech company for cancer tumors and all kinds of stuff. So this could be a nice play. I really like this play. And of course, I typed this hours ago and it's already popping. So I would like a pullback, a stair step, a back burner, get me in. This could be a nice trade. 780, I would love a buy of 780 and put my stop around 775. Would like that. ROIV, open King of the Mountain. Tesla. We'll talk about Tesla. 4-hour squeeze on open. So open, look at this squeeze, y'all. Give me a tiny pullback. Even to 23.90. I ain't going to be a pig. Pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. Give me just a tiny pullback to like 23.90, like the hourly 21 EMA. I just need something. I need it to give me, I need the car to slow down and give me an entry. I can't chase a 65 mile an hour car. Come back to me. I'm standing on the side of the road. Come back to me, slow down and let me jump in, and then you can take back off. Tesla, here are your levels. Okay, so let's talk about what happened yesterday. Dan covered it in the live market review video, did a great job if you want to go review that. This was unexpected news. So these analysts, they're over here. Okay, come on. They're over here. Tesla's great. Tesla's wonderful. Okay, Elon's going to solve the microchip issue. Okay, it's wonderful. Okay, we got a technical setup. Oh, okay, Germany's going well. Oh, wait. All these stuff is going well. And then Hertz, $4.2 billion offer with 0 discounts. What? We didn't know about that. It was a big unknown. And that's why they went crazy yesterday. And the gamma squeeze, meaning all the big boys are buying big option trades that expire this Friday, which means the market makers have to buy common stock. They have to buy every time that these big calls are bought, and there was $600 million plus of calls. I don't know what portion was same week expiry, but they had to go buy commons to cover the options trade, and then you get this squeeze. This is a series. This is not a short squeeze. There's a difference. I'm sure there were shorts covering in this area, but it was market makers just having to simply buy long to cover all these open options positions. It was a beautiful trade. We're going to get volatility in both directions. I'm not going to get turned on which direction it's going to go. I'll just be ready for all scenarios with price levels. I don't need to know everything. I know my husband would disagree, but I don't need to know everything. I just need price levels, okay? So in this stage, I would say, okay, if you pull back to 1,009 and you hold, I'll put my stop at 1,008 and I'll try to give it a go. If you're going to come back up to 1045, I may try to top fish. I hope to go more long than short on Tesla because it's Tesla. But This is going to provide great day trading opportunity. If you rewind, Tim, you'll see which one I use. If you rewind to the beginning, I go over the Squeeze Pro indicator that I use by Makito. Uber, Queen of the Mountain. Daily squeeze, hold the 50 RSI. Y'all know I love that 50 RSI. I love this squeeze. So you can see what I'm focused on. Uber, Open, Facebook, BKKT, Amazon. I'm always watching Affirm and Apple. Affirm has just provided great day trading opportunities, so I just watching that. So this is what I'm watching today. So Uber is at the top of my list. I would love a pullback to 45.66 for a pullback buy. We're holding 50 RSI. Uber looks good to the long side. Tesla could rip your face off, yes. Yeah, why don't y'all hit the like button and the subscribe button? You're welcome, Mal. All right, Goog, and then WBA, then I'm going to go listen to Dan. Goog has been really, really weak, which actually behooves the bulls coming into today's earnings. I'd rather my name have a healthy pullback and hold some type of key support, which it did. Held this by $9, then running hot in the earnings. I'd rather have this pullback. So 27, yesterday's low, 273.497, key support, then 2725. Earnings after hours. Let's see what it can do. I would like to buy a pullback of Google actually for a potential run into after hour earnings and sell before the end of the day. Oh, you're welcome, WBA. I like CVS. But I do not like how Walgreens has been behaving. It had this earnings big move, and now we have weekly inside bars. So that's the story there. That's why it looks quite nutty on the daily. I don't like these patterns because they're kind of diamond patterns for me. Here, which can be a bearish reversal pattern. I don't like that on WBA, but let's just stick with weekly inside bar. All right, that's it for me. Thank you for joining me. Come in tomorrow, bring a friend, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and happy trading. TCG